What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. Today's video is probably going to be short and sweet, and we're going to talk on two events that have currently transpired since my last video. Here we see that this is quite shocking, but doesn't surprise me. But apparently, the CDC had tracked millions of phones to see if Americans followed pandemic lockdown orders. They monitored curfews, neighbor to neighbor visits, visits to churches, schools, and pharmacies, and more. Okay, here's the article. You want to go check it out? Just here it is. Okay, this is tracking on another level. And this is why you got to realize that everyone is being watched. When you carry that device with you or any kind of electronic device, even credit cards, they have chips in them, right? If you use them or if you have any kind of phone on you, they'll know where you are. And I'm not surprised that this is the case. And there's articles saying that, three-letter agencies, and I'm sure you can think of some that I'm thinking about, were running I believe they're running data checks or data searches of all of people's history, and they had no type of warrant for it. They're just doing it. Folks, your privacy and your freedoms are being diminished as we speak, and have been for a while. They've just been accelerated. Here it says newly released documents show the CDC plan to use phone location data to monitor schools and churches and wanted to use the data for many non-pestilence 19 purposes as well. It's all about control. And this is a reason and an excuse for more control. Here we see, okay, so consider this. Pfizer just released 80,000 pages more. And coincidentally, we see that there was a leak of a draft of the abortion decision that was taking place at the Supreme Court. And what a coincidence that as the new 80,000 pages come, which seem to be, I'm seeing a lot of posts about it, they seem to be very, very, let's say, not in favor of these medicines, that we get news and everyone's up in arms about Roe v. Wade. But here we see Pfizer posted a profit of almost $8 billion in Q1. That's not revenue, that's profit. All these government contracts, right? Making these executives filthy rich. Unbelievable. And that's why you can't get distracted by these narratives, because they're distracting your attention away from the reality of the situation. I know a lot of individuals who are sick who received the medicine, and some of them are having a hard time recovering. Their body just cannot fight it off. And people are wondering what's going on. And some people are just, it just doesn't click in their minds. Here it says healthcare decisions should be between a woman and her doctor, not Ted Cruz. And this seems to be a progressive senator from Minnesota. And this doctor replied, just like Pestilence 19, medicines, right? You see the hypocrisy, folks. The hypocrisy runs deep. But it's more than just that. These people have bought into the narrative and are brainwashed. They have no individuality. They have no thinking for themselves. And that's not because I'm favoring the right side more than the left. No. I'm all about you making your own decisions, you being free to choose. And those decisions that you make, there are consequences to them, right? And each person in the moment. Maybe they don't realize the magnitude of their decision. Maybe they'll find out. Hopefully, the consequences of the decision aren't so bad that they have to deal with them for a lifetime. But folks, life is about choices. And here's this tweet that says progressives have given away their two favorite go-to responses on abortion, which is my body, my choice, which it says it rings pretty hollow after all that's taken place, and it's a women's issue because there's no definition of a woman. So it's just a disaster. And that just goes to show that folks don't do their own thinking. They just go with what the narrative is. So, folks, be principled on matters that affect a lot of people. And stick to those principles. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is the Digital Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.